hello, good morning, bonjour, and welcome again to this, your musical panorama. Music from wonderful Copenhagen, as played now by Chaxfield and his orchestra. The Tivoli Bells. This is the theme of Papa Andersen. This was music from Copenhagen. Your host, Charles Duval, with you. At 13 minutes now past 11, with a look at the weather forecast. But first, this reminder. You know that there are 82 million people living in the Iron Curtain countries of Europe, and although they can't come to you for the truth, you can reach them through Radio Free Europe. Radio Free Europe broadcasts the truth up to 19 hours every day, and today more people are listening than ever before. So won't you help keep the truth on the air? Send your contribution to Radio Free Europe, Box 1966, Mount Vernon, New York. We thank you.
The exciting sound of stereo from Stereo, New York, WTFM. Luxury listening 24 hours a day.
Breezy, beautiful sound WTFM is famous for, the sunny sound. And indeed in New York now continued sunny and hot and becoming more humid today and tomorrow. Highs well up in the 90s except a little lower along the shore. Fair, very warm and humid tonight with low 75 to 80. Precipitation probability near zero today and tonight and 10% Saturday. The outlook for Sunday, mostly fair, hot and humid. Present temperature 85 degrees. Humidity 43%, THI 76. Barometer 29.93 and steady. In Center Park now, sunny skies, blue skies, and again 85 degrees.
Palermo, Palermo, oh city of laughter I miss so. Palermo, Palermo, I left someone with you I love so. Each letter keeps saying, keep faith, darling, while you keep praying. My sorrow will soon go when I'm in Palermo with you. Oh, city of laughter, I miss so. I left someone with you I love so. Each letter keeps saying, keep faith, darling, while you keep praying. My sorrow will soon go when I'm in Palermo with you.
You just heard Gerry Janes here on Panorama. When I am in Palermo with you. A song with many memories of Palermo. What a beautiful town. The greatest town in Sicily. It's a big town, you know. It's not just a little Italian town on an island. Not at all. It's quite a metropolis, an Italian metropolis, with a very old and impressive cathedral, innumerable churches and palaces in the Baroque style, in the medieval style. And around Palermo you have very lovely little villages. Not too far from Palermo I know one which is called Castelmola. If you are in Sicily sometime, don't miss it. A village which has something of a biblical look on top of a very rocky hill covered with cactus and fig trees, and on top of it this marvelous Sicilian sky. There's nothing like the Sicilian sky, you know. A very deep blue, very, very acute blue. It weighs on you somehow with beauty, but it's light, the air is very light. And at your feet, down the hills, the white, chalky sort of hills, a little barren, the blue sea, the blue Mediterranean Sea, which borrows its color to the deep blue of the sky. It's quite a sight. chevaliers de la lune, c'est à chacun sa chacune. C'est la valse brune des chevaliers de la lune, c'est à chacun sa chacune. A bow here and a curtsy there. Les Chevaliers de la Lune, as it was played for you by Tony Morena and his Musette Orchestra. What is a Chevalier de la Lune? It's a Knight of the Moon, as the title says. It's a man who puts love before everything else. And when he was a kid, oh la la, he used to put love before Latin, of course, as Jacques Brel now will sing for you. The song is called Rosa. And Jacques Brel, by the way, I have featured him in one or two songs, but now I've got a brand new album for you with some of Jacques Brel's best vintages. Well, this one, Rosa, 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 Rosas, Rosarum, Rosis, Rosis, and so on and so on. That's how it begins, this tune. And this is the most ancient pastime in the world, when kids recite their Latin lessons together. This college pastime, when old fathers watch with severe eyes the Jules and Jims who will make the France of tomorrow. These are the pastimes of the lazy boys who sadly recite Latin and who will be, say, pharmacists because their dad didn't make it. That was the time when I was the lowest in the class. For all that time I already preferred my cousin Rosa to declining Latin. Those wonderful walks under arcades which protected us from the inquisitive. Those rainy days when the mirror of a puddle in the court made me realize I never would become Christopher Columbus. Those good times of prizes going to those who had the chance to learn from childhood on all the things which never would do them any good anyway. And yet those are the beautiful times that one regrets having passed, when one learns that rosas have indeed their thorns, like this one.
Rosa, 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 rosé, rosé, rosa, rosé, rosé, rosas, rosarum, rosis, rosis.
C'est le plus vieux tango du monde, celui que les têtes blondes annonnent comme une ronde en apprenant leur latin. C'est le tango du collège qui prend les rêves au piège et dont il est sacrilège de ne pas sortir malin. C'est le tango des bons pères qui surveillent l'œil sévère, les Jules et les Prospères qui seront la France de demain. Rosa, rosa, rosam, rosé, rosé, rosa, rosé, rosé, rosas, rosarum, rosis, rosis. C'est le tango des forts en thème, buitonneux jusqu'à l'extrême, et qui recouvre de laine leur cœur qui est déjà froid. C'est le tango des forts en rien, qui déclinent de chagrin, et qui seront pharmaciens parce que papa ne l'était pas. C'est le temps où j'étais dernier, car ce tango rosa rosé, j'inclinais à lui préférer déjà ma cousine Rosa. Rosa, rosa, rosam, rosé, rosé, rosa, rosé, rosé, rosas, rosarum, rosis, rosis. C'est le tango des promenades, de parsoles sous les arcades, cerclés de corbeaux et d'alcades qui nous protégeaient des pourquoi. C'est le tango de la pluie sur la cour, le miroir d'une flaque sans amour, qui m'a fait comprendre un beau jour que je ne serais pas Vasco de Gama. Mais c'est le tango du temps béni, où pour un baiser trop petit, dans la clairière d'un jeudi, à Rosie, cousine Rosa. rosa, rosa, rosam, rosé, rosé, rosa, rosé, rosé, rosas, rosarum, rosis, rosis. C'est le tango du temps des héros. J'en avais tant des minces, des gros. J'en faisais des tunnels pour Charlot, des auréoles pour Saint-François. C'est le tango des récompenses. Quel est à ceux qui ont la chance d'apprendre dès leur enfance tout ce qui ne leur servira pas. Mais c'est le tango que l'on regrette une fois que le temps s'achète et que l'on s'aperçoit tout bête qu'il y a des épines au rosa. Rosa, rosa, rosam, rosé, rosé, rosa, rosé, rosé, rosas, rosarum, rosis, rosis.
Le tango des four anthems, the tango for Rosa, as it was sung for you by Jacques Brel. We'll have more of Jacques Brel in the next hour here in my Café Continental. Your host, Charles Duval, now at 12 minutes to 6 o'clock with a look at the weather forecast for you. But first, this reminder, especially for registered nurses. The New York City job freeze does not affect you. If you are a state-licensed registered nurse, the City Department of Hospitals offers you a chance to participate in the dynamic climate of nursing service in one of the 19 city-operated hospitals. With the latest in service training and chances for rapid promotion commensurate with ability and education, the challenges and opportunities which await you are many. For full details or for an appointment interview, write today to the Nursing Director, City Department of Hospitals, New York 10013, or phone 566-8086. That is the nursing director, City Department of Hospitals, New York 10013, or phone 566-8086.
This is Stereo New York, WTFM, serving all of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut with luxury listening 24 hours a day.
Partly cloudy and milder through Thursday. High this evening in the mid-40s and low tonight in the mid-30s. High Thursday climbing into the 50s. The outlook for Friday, variable cloudiness and mild. The present temperature 43 degrees, humidity 38%, barometer 30.61 and falling. Wind from the southwest at 8 miles per hour. In Central Park now fair skies and again 43 degrees. This is WTFM Stereo at 103.5 on your FM stereo dial. Your host Charles Duval with you with something now very romantic with the Chucho Sarsosa Orchestra. Then in a while a very moving, very touching and poetic song by Geula Gil.
il est là tout près d'ici, ton ami qui est parti pour la vie. Qu'elle m'a dit, vas-y vite, il t'attend si longtemps, tout en bas dans le fleuve de la vie. Qu'elle m'a dit, regarde bien, c'est son image, l'image de l'ami qui est trop tôt parti. La mer et l'amour, la mort, pour moi c'est pareil, car tout est pareil, pour ceux que la mer ou l'amour s'unissent dans l'écho de l'abîme. J'ai couru aussitôt, je l'ai vu dans le flot, il m'a souri comme toujours, un peu triste, tout son jeu, revenu le lendemain, et encore le lendemain, sa présence remplissait ciel et mer, mais le jour où je me suis retournée, sûr dans mon cœur de le retrouver. La mer et l'amour, la mort, nulle part il n'était, car je regardais la mer et l'amour, la mort, ne rendent la vue que les yeux fermés.
It's so beautiful, this tune. La mer, l'amour et la mort, the sea, love and death, as they are intermingled in many poems, and as they were evoked now by Geoula Gill here in my Café Continental. Your host, Charles Duval, with you at 2 minutes now to the 6 o'clock news report. And with this invitation for you. With quite an exotic and charming setting. Listen to that for a few seconds. Have you tasted the Hong Kong steak at King Yum Restaurant, 181st Street and Union Turnpike in Queens? If you haven't, may we suggest a visit, say tonight? You'll be in for a rare treat. The Hong Kong steak is another of the many exclusive specialties at King Yum. That's a sautéed steak, Hong Kong style, served with cashew nuts, peppers, tomatoes, and bamboo shoots. It's not only a delight to the eye, but a joy to the palate. You'll also find many other exotic and rare Cantonese dishes, as well as the King Yum menu of the more popular offerings. Ask your host, the amiable Jimmy Eng, to help you with your order. And by all means, for dessert, try something really different. That's Tofai banana, a King Yum blending of honey, banana, and Cointreau served on a flaming tray. That's right, for a delightfully different Chinese dinner tonight, visit King Yum's restaurant, 181st Street and Union Turnpike in Queens. Call RE91918 for reservations. That's RE91918 for reservations at King Yum's restaurant.
This is Stereo New York. WTFM.
Hello, hello. Good evening, bonsoir, and welcome to this your Café Continental. Your host, Charles Duval, with you, un gamin de Paris et Brat from Paris, as he's now portrayed by Tony Morena's Orchestre Musette. Un gamin de Paris, he's not exactly from Paris. He will be Jacques Brel, a man from Brussels, with really something to say in songs, in the best tradition of Edith Piaf, Charles Aznavour, Yves Montand. We'll see in a little while Jacques Brel. the title Love. The pianist George Sheehan here in my Café Continental. Well, something really about love. It's called Chanson sans paroles, song without any words, but the words and the music are written by Jacques Brel, and it is indeed about love. Jacques Brel, like Edith Piaf, Yves Montand, Juliette Gréco, Charles Aznavour, and a few other artists in France, have really spoken as voices of a generation, a time that regards life very wryly, fate with a wistful shrug, and indeed love with a sort of intense fanaticism. Jacques Brel is among all these very fine artists which really make songs nowadays in France, something filled with life, with meaning, something very adult, something profound sometimes. This one is very lovely. It has a sort of bluesy, nostalgic mood. Chanson sans paroles. I'd hoped, my love, to write you a song based on a tune that inspired me one night. I'd hoped, my love, to write one in a style resembling lace, a long poem, one long I love you. I'd hoped to tell you, darling, in 1,000 ways, with 1,000 detours, I would have told you, let us leave. I'd have told you this after day, season after season. But in the time it takes for a thought to kindle itself on paper, in the time to take a pen, in the time to trim a pen, in the time it takes to answer, how am I going to say this? In that time has come the time when you love me no more.
J'aurais aimé, ma belle, t'écrire une chanson sur cette mélodie rencontrée une nuit. J'aurais aimé, ma belle, rien qu'au point d'Alençon, t'écrire un long poème, t'écrire un long je t'aime. Je t'aurais dit amour, je t'aurais dit toujours, mais de 1000 façons, mais par 1000 détours. Je t'aurais dit partons, je t'aurais dit brûlons, brûlons de jour en jour, de saison en saison. Mais le temps que s'allume l'idée sur le papier, le temps de prendre une plume, le temps de la tailler, mais le temps de me dire comment vais-je l'écrire. Et le temps est venu où tu ne m'aimes plus. S'allume l'idée sur le papier, le temps de prendre une plume, le temps de la tailler, mais le temps de me dire comment vais-je l'écrire. Et le temps est venu où tu ne m'aimais plus. où tu ne m'aimes plus.
The strains of the accordion musette of Tony Morena here in my Café Continental, and we heard the voice of Jacques Brel. We'll have more of Jacques Brel before 7. Your host, Charles Duval, now with you. With this reminder, the Empire State has many public libraries, but not enough librarians. If you have a master's degree from a library school, apply now for a position with New York State as assistant librarian. If you are appointed to this state education department position, you'll earn $6,180 a year to start with 5 annual increases to $7,535. Or you may be appointed to a local library position. For details, write Recruitment Unit 189, New York State Civil Service Department, State Campus, Albany 12226.